my first galleries was on this block, the 300 block of Main Street, before there was a Creative District designation. And this building in particular needed a little love. So when I first approached it and approached the ownership of trying to create an almost artist commune, if you will, a community here within this building, Robbie Ruach was the first wonderful soul to walk in with me and see the potential of the building. Her metalwork is so unique, I've never seen it before. You are moved by her energy, by her spirit, by her desire to give, relayed through her art. So I'm just the luckiest man, frankly, to have developed that relationship.
So I was 31 and I woke up from a dream. And the dream was that I was sitting in the mountains and I was sitting near a stream, and I reached down and I picked up the water, and the water was paint. And the trees were paint. It was all paint. So I was sitting inside a painting. Couldn't figure out what it was, so I told my husband, I think maybe I need to paint. When I was young, I grew up on a farm, and my mother used to send me outside to play, so I would go to the barn and I would help my dad in the barn. He was a farmer and a mechanic, and he would work on tractors and work on pickups, and he always had all kinds of metals around and all kinds of paints, and so I grew up playing with all power tools and metals, and I always wanted to make everything shiny. Metal is an earth element, and all my pieces have the common theme of Mother Earth. Mama Nature is everything that we live and breathe. It's everything we experience. It's the sound in the trees, it's the mountains, it's the air we breathe, it's the essence of life. And from an early age, I always respected Mother Nature, and I was probably 4 years old the first time my father took me to the mountains. And I could hear the trees, I could hear what they said, and I fell in love. And I was like, you know what, they don't use words, but they speak. And so part of my method and part of my trees series is to give those trees a visual voice and to let them sing. And I think art can be anything that touches you and brings you closer to your real self and closer to Mother Nature. And it's a transcendence. So even meditation is art because it touches that side of your soul. Unfortunately, the world that we live in tends to separate and quantify and segregate the various aspects of being human. And for me, this brings it all together.